Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to go over the top 5 reasons why you should move to Cochrane, Alberta. If you've already been considering moving to Cochrane or moving to Calgary and the Alberta area, drop a comment down below and let me know what your main reason for looking in this area was, because I'd like to get to know everyone else's perspective on what they think makes Cochrane and Alberta so great. Now in this video, I'm going to highlight those 5 reasons, and they're going to be in no particular order, because what's most important to you may be different than what's most important to me. And I just think these are the top 5 reasons that everybody could agree on that makes Cochrane the place that you should move in 2023. Reason number 1, Cochrane is a super safe community. It's consistently in the top 5 safest cities or towns in Alberta over the last 5 years. And some of the big reasons for that is that it actually has 25% less crime than the national average, with the violent crime numbers being 41% below the national average. Now, looking at the country as a whole, Cochrane seems very safe. But looking just at Alberta, Cochrane's crime rate is 50% lower than the Alberta average. So if you're looking for a super safe community to raise your young family, or just a super safe community that you feel comfortable walking your dog early in the morning or late at night in, Cochrane might be the community for you. Number 2, a lower cost of living. So Cochrane itself has about 9% lower cost of living than the national average and 9% lower than the Alberta average. Couple that lower cost of living with the fact that Cochrane's housing market sits 41% below the national average, making home ownership much more affordable in Cochrane than many places in the country. So if you're thinking about moving out of an area because of the expense, Cochrane, Alberta might be a great place for you and allows you to get into that family home sooner than you would in some of the big major markets across Canada. Number 3, while Cochrane is small with a population of just over 30,000 people, you do have some very big city amenities. You have some very big major retailers in a Walmart with a supercenter. You have Canadian Tire, Winners for your home decor shopping. There's a Home Hardware here. There's multiple car dealerships. There is some public transit. We've got a big recreation complex in the Spray Lake Sawmill. There's a Sport Check. There's multiple daycares. There's child-specific dental offices and child specialty vision care. There's Catholic and Christian schools. There's French immersion schools. There's lots of things that you would expect to find in a larger center that is available in Cochrane while still maintaining that small town feel where you can walk down downtown Cochrane and grab an ice cream at McKay's, or go walk along the river and enjoy a quiet walk with your dog along the riverfront pathways. Cochrane also has some other really cool features in that it has multiple off-leash dog park areas, an outdoor skateboard park, a BMX club and BMX track, an archery club, and then it has multiple pathways along the river and multiple playgrounds and parks throughout the town. Just off the main part of Cochrane, there's the Ranch House area, which offers a great picnic area for young families. There's always events going on the weekends, and it has a very extensive trail system that connects into the Big Hill Springs Provincial Park, which is super nice. Cochrane also is host to a major farmers market that takes place right at the Spray Lake Sawmill Center during the summer months. It's a big farmer's market to get your fresh produce, but at any point in Cochrane, you're no more than 15 minutes away from that. So everything that you get is just at a smaller, closer, and more accessible location, because you're not having to commute upwards of an hour across a major city to get to, say, a farmer's market or a grocery store of your choice. Having all of these big city conveniences with a small town feel is what I think makes Cochrane so great. And the 4th reason to move to Cochrane in 2023 is that the town is still growing. So there's going to be more amenities and some bigger retailers moving in the future. And you can get in now at a lower price point than in 2, 3, 4 years when there's a lot more demand for the area and some of those features already exist, which will actually increase the property value. Currently, Cochrane is actually sitting at the 6th fastest growing town in Alberta. And in the last 5 years, the population has increased 23%. With the growth of the community, there's multiple communities that are still building around Cochrane, giving you the option of older homes on more mature lots or newer build construction in newer communities with upgraded parks and newer facilities. Some of the newest communities are Greystone, Fireside, Heritage Hills, Sunset Ridge, and I have videos, and I'll link that playlist up here, going over each one of those areas so you can get to know Cochrane a little bit better and figure out which area is best for you. And finally, the fifth reason that I think you should move to Cochrane in 2023 is that it's super close to the mountains. You will be on the west side of Calgary if you do choose to live in Cochrane. And the great thing about that is the mountains are just 50 minutes down the road. If you're on the south side of Cochrane in Fireside and Riversong, you could be in the Nikiska parking lot in 45 minutes. So if you're big into winter sports or summer mountain biking, that's a huge bonus. And then if you're big into the boating lifestyle, Cochrane itself is only 17 minutes away from Ghost Lake Reservoir, which is a large, clear freshwater lake that feeds the Bow River. There's public boat launches and a great dock spot and a little beach area that's great for families to go out for the day and have a good picnic, and provides a super close spot to go boating, canoeing, fishing, and in the winter, great ice fishing and snowshoeing and cross-country skiing across the lake. And then with being on Highway 22, you do have a great access to go south into Bragg Creek and the South Kananaskis area for wonderful hiking and wonderful snowshoeing and cross-country skiing in the winter. And then you have an easy access up Highway 22 to get into the Rocky Mountain House wilderness area for some great Crownland camping. And so just Cochrane itself is in a really convenient location to either go north or south and explore all the great locations west of Calgary that the province of Alberta has to offer. If one of these reasons really resonates with you and you're thinking, I'd love to move to Cochrane, reach out, get a hold of me. I'd love to sit down on a call and see what about Cochrane has you intrigued and find out what exactly you need in a home to help make the move to Cochrane easy. My contact information is in the description of the video below. As well, I'll include some playlists with the features of Cochrane and the community tours so you can get to know Cochrane a little bit better and find out if Cochrane is just that place that you are looking to move to in 2020.